Now, Jordan Henderson will be on the bench for England in their Euro qualifier against Italy tonight. In his place, Kalvin Phillips is expected to make his first competitive start for his country since March. England will qualify for Euro 2024 if they avoid defeat at Wembley.
Experience of winning big matches, consistent performances. We've been ranked in the top 5 in the world now since 2018. So I don't think there's been any other period over the last 30-40 years where that's been the case. Ultimately, the first objective is always to qualify for the tournaments, and our performances earlier in the group have put us in a really strong position. So although the first thing we want to do is win the game, play well, win the game, but we know if it's the 87th minute and we're level, then we don't need to lob the goalkeeper into the box at the end of the game.
Well, England beat the European champions 2-1 in March to gain an advantage in the group. This time they'll face a new look in Italy under Luciano Spalletti. Gareth Southgate could continue to rotate his squad with the busy schedule continuing to put pressure on players.
We're always mindful of the welfare of the players. We want to have our best players available for the really important games, and even this week we've felt it appropriate to manage the group. So that's another challenge for us, in that we've expected to win games still and produce good performances and everything else. So we'll never risk players. We have good relationships medically with the clubs. I think they trust us to look after their players. You can never guarantee anything because contact injuries can happen, but we try to reduce that possibility as much as we can.
Gareth Southgate rested both Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham last time out, but we expect both to start in a midfield 3 tonight. In defence, Southgate's plans will revolve around the fitness of John Stones. Stones has played just 51 minutes of football since the Community Shield because of a hip injury, including 29 minutes in England's 1-0 victory over Australia last Friday.
John, we're working closely with his club in terms of his recovery. He's been out a long time, so we've got to keep assessing him. And Mark is doing really, really well. You know, he's played with great maturity in the 2 games last month. He's a very calm player, positionally excellent. You know, at times he might not catch the eye in the way that some other players do because he's in the right place. So he's not having to tear around and cover for something that he's got wrong. Composed with the ball, very good mentality. So we think he's developing really well.